Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. One more time. It's me, Hibat, and today I have a video that I'm going to do. Basically, to compare and prove the differences in a dispute that I had with a fellow gamer on a gaming group, which is, his name is David Bond. Shout outs to him. And I'm going to point out all the differences because I told him, and I was very specific, that I have both games and on both consoles, which is 360 and the Xbox One. Or Xbox 360 and PS3. Sorry, forgive me for that. I'm gonna try to categorize it in different things, like for example, whether frame rate or loading time, NPCs on screen, violence, because I told him that all those things were lacking on the PS3 version, which I'm pretty sure he knows. Which doesn't mean that it's a better version. It's cool that they added the extra content on the PS3 version of the game, which is Sigma. But it doesn't make it a better game as far as the overall performance, because it's missing a lot of the smoothness and the overall polish that the 360 one offers. Also, it's very well known that Tomonobu did not want to bring this game to PS3 because he didn't like the inferior hardware. He was a big fan of the Xbox hardware, and when he left Tecmo, that's when they actually brought the game over, because they were having lawsuit disputes for royalties that they owed him that he was never paid for I believe it was DOA and Ninja Gaiden 1 to be exact. Anyway, here we go. Here's the menu screen. First thing I'm going to do is we're going to do the loading time. Oh, that's great. Hold this right here real quick, please. Just hold it there. Going to do the loading time. Okay. The one here on the left of you guys will be 360. One on the right is PS3. Shout out, by the way, to my gaming group and gaming site on Facebook, which is the World of Xbox with my boy New Legal, Fallon, and Sean Raleigh in them. And intromediagaming.com, my boy Cyclonus and Mr. 100. There's the two screens on here. You're gonna see it, and what I'll do is I'll try to pause in certain areas and start to keep it as going as fast as I can live in other areas, so you guys don't think I edited anything out. So here we go. We're gonna go to new game on both and loading. See which one loads first. Accolade is gonna be both on Accolade. Another thing that is good to mention, that even though, oh my god, even though, here we go. Wait, pause. I'm paused. Okay, guys, I'm back. We're gonna do this all over. It was on autosave on one and not on the other, so it was gonna load differently because I've messed up. Again, we're gonna start from scratch. And shout out to some of my boys out there, E-Rock8150. Shout out to Safe Forever, Sir Merkham, Master Chief, and all those who support me and mess with me, as you say. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is loading time. We're gonna start them at the same time, see which one loads faster, because I believe the Xbox version, or the 360 version rather, I think loaded faster. And I think it varies for scene. Certain scenes load faster than others for some reason. So let's see. Still don't get the prompt. Okay, so the Xbox 360 version loaded faster. Now we go in, and what I can tell you right from the beginning, as you're going to see, you probably won't tell right away, but the CG cinemas on the PS3 version are in 30 frames, and the one on the Xbox 360 are recorded in 60 frames. As you see, there's lighting on the reflection. There's more on the ship as you're going there, and the one that's coming up has a reflection, and lights, and the one on PS3 doesn't have any. Um, Same thing like the signs have that neon glue. You see the cutscene is in absolute 60 frames. Over here it's in 30 frames. It has more of a glossy kind of look. Kind of like they gave it like if we were dreaming, like a misty look. I don't know if that was artistic choice, but as you can clearly see, the details are not as pronounced on the PS3 and the 360 version. They are. The colors are different. On the PS3, it has a more orangey type look, and her hair looks the same color of her skin. On the 360, has more natural colored look, the color palette. The violence, obviously, as you saw there, and on the 360, there's no violence. On the PS3, it's what you call it, censored. Right? Thank you for that. That was the correct word, actually. The details, as you can see here, are minute. There's a clearer picture here. There's a more fuzzy picture here with the mist look, but there are some details on the armor, on the guys, that are more detailed than on the 360. I want to remind everybody that this version came out a year before this version, and the PS3 is telling me that there was an error that occurred. Sorry for that, guys. That's the PS3 life. That's the PS3 life for you. It does it on the PS4 as well. I don't know why, but these are the things that happen. I'm going to take a quick pause until it finally signs in to make and alleviate the video from being too long. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for that. They're both connected online. I didn't realize. And the PlayStation Network tends to crash all the time because it's not a very reliable network, unfortunately. But at least it happened live. You guys saw for yourself. I paused the game in the same exact area. What we're going to do is we're going to play here first. I'm going to ask my cameraographer to focus here. We're going to play the whole first area, and I'm going to point out certain things, and then we're going to go right through and pan over. And I'm going to play that side to show this area or he'll play it as I record, so you guys can see the differences. So here we are in the very beginning of the game. First thing you'll see is a lot more violence within the game. Blood, limbs, dismemberment, as you see there, and it gives you the tutorial showing you what you can and cannot do. And this is a little bit set up differently on the PS3. This is a save point that was actually right in the beginning. And here what we do is we'll go to, and it gives you a prompt for the open door, and it goes into another cinematic. I believe on the PS3 it doesn't give you the option to do it manually. It just goes into the CG and that's it. On the PS3, as you see here, again, let's see, cinematics are in 60 frames. As you see there, you're going to see all those details there on those little buildings and up there and back there that are lacking on the PS3 version. Up there, especially the lighting on him, on the trees right here. There's more detail on them. On the trees right there, there's more detail. On Hayabusa himself, and even in an area like this, you'll see that there's a lot of lighting here from the lights, and you see the little details on Hayabusa himself. Really nice. To open the gate, I have to actually save it. Close once it's saved. This area opens up here, and then we have this here. All right, now, like I said, the speed also on this game and camera angles are a lot faster, and they don't create slow down. See right here, you get a treasure actually, and it's explaining to you that you can dodge like this. By the way, this is by Team Ninja, and the gameplay in this game is nowhere near like Neo, that is more stiff and different. A lot of people are trying to compare this to Neo, and you're absolutely wrong. It's not. No way in hell. Um, Team Ninjas was is known for the best action games because of Tomonobu Hidegaki. Tomonobu is no longer there for a very long time. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this here, and even things like these particle effects you see here are more impressive on on the 360 version. Again, you see all these limb dismemberment. The camera stays with you at all times. Very good camera work. And if you're walking and regularly, all you do is you hold the right trigger and the camera while you're walking with the analog, and the camera will always follow you. This is for the. Now you can do it this way or you can do it this way. Traditional old NES way. Alright, so you can see how many NPCs are here. I'll leave it in the shrine area so you guys can see something. And the reason why I'm doing it individually screened so that you can appreciate it better one by one as you watch it. Instead of having them both side by side and it looks like it's far distance. I'm trying it a little bit differently. The video might run a little longer, but I think it'll be more effective this way. So please forgive me. As I walk up to the shrine, as you guys will see, I was telling you that I have my magic and the loading. As you guys will see here in the shrine, I'm trying to put it in the camera angle that will work. You see that it's lit up very well, and you'll see the difference. And even on the floor, you see there's lights and the blood all over the place. When you walk over, see all the limbs. Everybody's hurt. Now let's go to the PS3 version, and here you go. My son, video. Now, same general area. It all seems to move a tad slower. As you saw, no violence. They just glow. The characters. There's like 3 NPCs right now on screen, and after he kills these guys, it goes into a CG automatic. See? It does it automatically. You can't, and he has a little bit of a different look too. He has green eyes, and his suit was kind of different. Can we skip this CG? We're gonna skip it. The door's over there. Now, the difference was is more guys came out now in this area to fight before the door opened. You see the slowdowns. The frame rate's dropping right there. There you go. Okay. Now bring them over to the lighting, please. By the tree, lighting. If you zoom in, you see there's no lighting reflection, and all you see is leaves falling, but you don't see the details on the trees like you do on the 360 version. Continue, go. See, there's no save point. It's just a treasure. And another thing I need to point out is when it loads up for you to get certain items, or even when you're upgrading or see, there's no guys really here at this moment. Now there are. See, you got to get to a certain point. There's only 2 guys there, as you see. On the 360, there was like 5 guys. Like I said, less NPCs. As you go from, even when you're upgrading your weapons, it takes a while to load back in to the game. It's gonna save there, open up, and again, some guys are coming just like the other one. You have 1, 2, 4 guys. 4 guys. Right here in this general area. You notice the colors are a lot more kind of dull. Nothing that illuminates light or reflection of light really is illuminating there. Just keep going, go ahead. I believe they come out here too. There's 4 guys now, okay. And this part is the same as 360 version as far as the NPCs. See, no blood, like exaggerated with the limbs. You see just a little splatter here and there. That's about it. Go ahead. See how he's saying proceed, go back out? I believe you already pressed the button, but it's taking long to load back out. And see, as you go to the shrine, there's no reflectional lights whatsoever in the shrine. Do a zoom in, please. See, there's no reflectional lights. It's shining on the floor. Look at the floor, like if there's a light there, but there's nothing from the top of the shrine that's supposed to be that chandelier up there that proves it. So at this point, we're gonna stop. We're gonna pause, and we're gonna get to a part to show you a more pronounced slowdown. Here we go on another part as we're here, and you notice that the 360 in the background is all illuminated with lights everywhere. And on the PS3 version, again, there's no good lighting. I don't know how well it's coming in, but and when you turn the camera, notice the water on the 360 and notice the water on the PS3. They don't have the same type of luminescence. Then we'll come up here this way on both versions, right? And then, as you see here on the PS3, it has a door, no doors open. On the Xbox One, and look at the details on the walls on top of that. On the PS3, okay, it has a prompt, and you prompt it, and it opens, and it has shows the door opening, or he kicks it open, and you know, obviously, there's people coming. There's another little touch I wanted to show you. Look at the lighting on the Xbox One, and on the PS3 in this area. It doesn't really have it. Move around the PS3 there. I'm going to come to another pause. Hold on. Another thing I want to point out is over here, if you see and you notice the water, the reflection in the water is in this area, for example, is see-through. You can see what's underneath it. And if we go over here to the PlayStation, it just has like a lighting on it, but it doesn't, you can't see what's underneath. It's trying to give you a better image illusion with the lighting, but you really can't see what's underneath in the water. It's supposed to be a clear waterfall in between these buildings. Go press the camera down on that way, as you can see there. So it doesn't have that natural look that you get over here with the you know, sense of waterfalls. You can see right through there, right to the water. It's another little tidbit. I'll be right back. I'm back again. Here's another good example. Look at the pronounced lighting, and on the floor right there, all the details and the lighting up there. And on PlayStation, you see there's no ground effect, and the lighting is really dull. Even on the buildings, you see, doesn't have that luminescent lighting there, and there it doesn't have anything. Um, and picture quality is a lot better, as you can see here, than it is here. One is running in, I believe, lower resolution 720, and the Xbox 360 version is being upscaled to 1080. I don't know why the PS3 did not allow upscaling in certain games, but that's another little example that I want to show here in real time, as you can see. And we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Now, in this part here is where you're gonna see something different they added on to the PS3 version. Go ahead and check them as you go along, and you check. I'm gonna walk forward towards this direction on the 360. Stop there. Then the PS3 is gonna walk forward. And here, hold on. Stop right there, pause it. Okay, this area here I'm gonna play. Another thing that you won't probably see through this, the video, is that the PS3 version has a lot of screen tearing, as opposed to the Xbox 360 version really doesn't. Now this area here is one of the main areas in this level, and as you can see, all the guys, I'm fighting about 10 guys right now on this on the 360 version. The reason why I'm concentrating this area in general is because there's a difference here of why it's called Sigma. It's one of the added features that they put in. But I believe because of the heavy load on the graphics, and all the things in detail in this general area on the PS3 version, I believe it slows down. As you can see, that's going to open up. This is where you get your spear for the first time, your stick, and that's the shrine where it's at. We're gonna go get it. You know what I mean? You see, the details there, and you see how it's illuminating. You pick it up, and we get the spear. Okay, as we know. There's a save point here. Now I'm going to pause, and we're going to go and check out the PS3 version. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to pause the game. Now we'll go to the PS3 version in real time, so you guys don't think I'm fucking with the video. Now my son's playing here. If you notice, in the floor there's not that extra platform that's on the. You see how the slow down? See how it's slowing down? In this area, for some reason, it's slow. It doesn't slow down a lot for some reason. I don't know why. So basically the purpose and point of this video that I'm trying to do is to educate people. I'm not trying to downplay or down talk or speak bad by all means about the PS3 version. But basically I'm trying to educate people because a lot of people still have misconceptions about certain things. And this has happened in this generation as well with Xbox One and PS4, even though some games run on high resolution, the performance for the games run really bad compared to the Xbox One version. As you see here, look, this is an added piece where he's fighting this big stone statue, which this is what I think is cool because they added more gameplay value. But again, like I said, it's to educate. For those who don't know, the 360 version ran better frame rates, as you've seen so far, and it also has better details. The cinematics are in 60 frames. The violence is all over, as dismemberment. When you level up or when you get certain items, it doesn't take long to load up and to go back into gameplay. Uh, now he's gonna go, and this is gonna happen here. He goes to the shrine. Um, just to point out some of the differences, is slowdowns and frame rate, which I think I already said. Less NPCs on screen. For than the Xbox 360 version. We're gonna come over here this way, and you're gonna see a little thing here. So I think you gotta go back. I don't think it's gonna open. Like I said, this video might run a little bit longer than normal than my normal ones. You gotta take it. Yeah. Now I think it opens. Now let's concentrate here real quick. As you see, the trees are illuminating, but they're not really detailed. Now go up to that billboard on your right. If you see that billboard is completely flat. There's nothing on it. It just looks like a unpainted canvas. Again, like I told you guys, this is the PS3 version. I want my son to pause real quick the game, and we're gonna go to the 360 version in real time here, no cuts. And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go right to that spot where he was. As you see, this is the platform I was talking about. You see how it has a double platform? Right there, move closer. You see how it has a double platform here? It doesn't have that on the PS3. Also, when you come over here, you're going to notice all the detailing on the trees. There's a lot more detail. I hate these damn camera angles. And then we're gonna notice one more thing. Okay, that's just telling me how to do a move. Look at the platform. It has an actual animated movie happening in real time. As you can see. It's a real movie in real time. Some of these effects were not able to accomplish them on the PS3 because the lack of memory that the Xbox had clearly the advantage of because it had more memory. So we're going to come to one more pause, and we're going to go and start off to another part of the game, another level, so I can point out some stuff, and I think I'll finish it from there. Okay, so give me a sec, guys. I'm trying not to get killed. And I'll be right back. Okay, guys, look, we're back. This is chapter 3. This is one of the rain levels. As you see here, it's still loading on the PS3 version. This is the looks like we have the PS3 version. It's got more of a dull look to it. But this is where you see a lot of indifferences. And even in the second board before this one, which I couldn't save dual slave slot enough to save it and actually point out certain things that I wanted to point out. Here we go. Sorry for the delay because one is behind and the other one is, Again, like I said, the 360 version came out a year before the PS3, before Ninja Gaiden Sigma. Now, remember that, like I said, the Ninja Gaiden Sigma on PS3 was like a director's cut of the game. And by all means, this is not a video to slander. They're both good versions. But my point that I'm trying to prove is that the 360 version was the superior version, even though it did not have the added content, which is something that a lot of people misconstrued. A lot of gamers try to change and turn and flip around and make it sound like something else. As you can see here, you can't even tell and notice the rain on the PS3 version. As you see, look, you have to get closer. On the Xbox, you can see. Now look at all the lighting in the backgrounds and over here. As a matter of fact, son, turn him around so you can see the billboard behind him. Look up. Billboard behind him, as you see there. Empty. There's nothing. Now do it on the 360 version, son. Here you go. And on the 360 version, look at the billboard. It's promoting Rexa from Toshiba, which was their technology for their TVs. And look how it's in real time, like you would see a real LED, sign in New York. It's Toshiba, which, by the way, Toshiba did the HD DVD. They were the first with NEC for Microsoft with the HD DVD drive, before Blu-ray even was a thing. And that's one example. Now I want you to go forth and fight those guys, like the dogs with them. Go ahead. Notice how pronounced the rain is on the floor as you're playing. Ryu Hayabusa has a wet look to him as you're playing as well. You probably can't tell from the actual video, but it does. The speed is very fast, as you can see. These dogs are really annoying to fight. You have to change your weapon sometimes, but again, I'm just trying to show. Okay, now look at that billboard back there. Walk to it, son. It says wood ground bank. Look up a little bit. Up more. It's hard to control the camera sometimes manually. Okay, now go to the other side, son. So you see up there, what does it say? It says dead or alive, promoting dead or alive, and then when you come down here to this, it says Xbox 360, turn it. Xbox 360 Elite, promoting. And look at that billboard right there. Another promotion. Even further out, go look down that way. Even down there, you'll see in that billboard right there, it's turned on and it has a promotion, right? Now turn all the way this way. Look up. Go by the orange lighting. You see the letter A's, the orange go up. Look up for the A's. See how bright and pronounced it is? Okay, pause it. Now we're gonna go to the PS3 version. See how you can barely tell there's rain there. I'm gonna push it as much as I can to see if you can see it. There's rain, but you can barely tell. The dogs are not as detailed. They don't even look like they have armor like you did on the Xbox One version. The neon lights are not fluorescent and super hyper, pronounced, like luminescent. And look at how many little NPCs there were. Now look at the billboard that said Woodland Block Bank. Oh, he got snuck by a dog there. There's nothing there. There's nothing there, see? Now look down there at the billboard. It's white. There's nothing there. Now look over here. No advertisement for DOA, and no advertisement for PlayStation whatsoever here. And then over here, look. It looks like a broken sign with wood underneath it. No animation going on. Now go look at the A's. Go to the A. Get closer. See? It just looks like a light, but with no luminescence. Turn Ryu around. See? The dull and the colors are dull. Like I said. And he has like a Vaseline kind of look on him. So again, the purpose of this video is basically to educate. I'll try to do a couple more of these with maybe games like Alone in the Dark, because I had a director's cut on PS3 that never came to the Xbox 360, which it was supposed to because the company shut down. And in fact, that game was the very first game that started the cinematic and crafting on the fly for weapons and driving and vehicles, all in the same game before the Uncharted or before the Tomb Raiders or anybody else tries to point out we're doing. And that was like a second year game. I think it came out the second or third year. I could be wrong. If I am, please forgive me. But I know it came out before Uncharted, definitely, and before anything else that was doing cinematic things in games. For people who claim that Uncharted was the first game to make cinematic games, because it wasn't. This is going back as far as the Sega Dreamcast. That's neither here or there. That's a whole nother story. So my point is just to educate you guys and David Brown. I hope I've proved my point to you. This was not me trying to act like I knew more than you or trying to defy you in any way, shape, or form. This was just basically me telling you what I know because I have a dual setup. Both of these TVs are the same brand. Both of these TVs are in the same setting, same brightness, same contrast, same shebang. There's nothing different on either one of them. They're both Hitachis. They're 32 inch and they're both 1080p, 60 hertz TVs. And I'm running them, on RGB, both of them, full and limited. And no, full on both, and I think it's limited full, what's what it's called on the PS3. Because a lot of people had this misconception, that the games ran better or were better on PS3 because it's supposed to have the cell processor. But it wasn't. This wasn't the case. Same thing with Bayonetta. Bayonetta dropped down as far as 23 frames. Digital Foundry done videos of this when the Wii U version came out. On the 360 stayed almost at a lock, 60 frames 90% of the time or 95% of the time. So shout outs again to all my guys out there, New Legal, Israel Raleigh, J Long 908, Ghost, Kaleidoscope, the whole gang, and Intro Media, Mr. 100, and all you guys. I hope you guys didn't get bored and stuck with me for this video and learned something. I hope I proved that the point that the 360 version of Ninja Gaiden was the best version, regardless whether it had the content or not, and that this was Team Ninja at their truest form. Ninja Gaiden for the 360 was with Tomonobu Uegaki involved, and the Ninja Gaiden Sigma for PS. Here, that's a good thing I want to show real quick too. Stay right there, pause it. The PS3 version of Ninja Gaiden was only Team Ninja after Uegaki. If you notice in this area here, my son is, there's only 2 arrow guys, right? He just killed one. Go up and kill the other one real quick, and we'll end it with this. Okay? Okay, pause it there, son. And now I'm gonna go to the 360 version and get to that part right there. Look at how beautiful those billboard looks with the neon lights and the digital messaging in real time. It looks great. I think it looks great. My son's rushing over there trying to hurry up. I see what he's doing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you in that position. It sounds lower on the 360 version, the audio, because I have the PS3 on surround right now, and I don't have. Let's put it up a little. It's funny, it raised that one at the same time. That's how you know it's. That's how you know it's the same TVs. When my son goes up these stairs, look how pronounced that rain is. Oh, another thing, yeah, the arrows. You can charge the arrows on the 360 version to get like a super power arrow shot. On the PS3 you can't charge it at all either. Now look at when he comes here in this area, there's like 5 arrow guys or 4 all hoarding him at once. Even on, and both of these are on acolyte mode, which means it's the normal mode or easy mode, if you will. And even on the easy mode on on the 360, is a lot more challenging than the PS3 version. So again, like I said, this is proof right here in real time. Not me just talking out of my butthole like people like to do. I like to go to the source. This is how I do things. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe on my video if you will. If you share it, I'm very grateful. And again, if you wanna subscribe to my channel, I will also be very grateful, because I know you don't have to. But if you do, you become part of my family. Xbox for life, like a sickness that cannot be cured. Now, that's my saying, that's my slogan, that's how I feel. And keep it gaming, guys, you know. Like I said, I hope I educated you with this. I hope nobody's offended or triggered. It's just, we have to educate the ones who don't know. And I feel, as a longtime gamer and historian, if you will, that's the way I feel for myself, for playing games for so long and so many years, that this should be my job to at least try to bring this out and educate. Even though we're talking about two consoles that are last generation or very old, and we're in a new generation now, but I could do the same with Xbox One and PS4 games as well. I plan to do it with Mad Max, because that's one of the ones that has a lot of things that I can point out. So, again, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video. You come check me out, like I said, on intromediagaming.com, on the website, or on Facebook, on my Facebook group at the World of Xbox. Shout out to all those guys. Take it forever. E-Rock, and Master Chief, all the dudes that I rock out with. Love you guys. Thank you for the support, and I hope you liked the video. See you then.